Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Ned Reynolds, Mike the intern, in the studio on a beautiful Friday morning. So, you going to have good news going into the weekend, Ned? Am I going to have to dress up like something else to make you laugh today? Because I'm definitely not doing a clown. I know that. Ned don't like clowns, and he almost killed me yesterday because I tried that.
There was about an hour and a half of talking in New York City. It's the negotiators who were doing the talking, none of whom, labor or management, none of whom ever played baseball. All they're talking about is money. Who cares? For God's sake, who cares? You've already alienated most of the public. Many in the media have been just totally turned off by this whole stupid mess. Well, I guess they decided to talk about issues and what they're going to do next and things like that. How much more can we screw each other? That's what they're talking about. Can I use that term on the air?
Yeah, you say it again if you want to, because it was hilarious.
Well, that's what they're doing. And who is the one paying the bill? Us. Folks, I'm telling you, we'll report on it. That's part of the job of sports announcing and all that. But don't go to the major league games. Minor league, fine. Don't go to the major leagues. Don't give these owners any money. The players, they're not just as bad, but they're out for what they can get. The owners are the ones driving this thing. They're the ones who need to pay the price for it, and may already have.
You know what's funny? Now I know what's going to cheer you up. I'm going to go get a big old sign and some magic markers. They're going to make you a sign to get out there and protest, sir. That's what's going to make you cheer up.
It's not even worth protesting.
So, all right, let's talk about something else. We did have some action as far as area college basketball teams yesterday. How'd our guys and gals do?
Both the Great Lakes Valley Conference Tournament and the Missouri Valley Conference Tournaments are underway. These are the conference tournaments. Drury Lady Panthers played last night, or actually yesterday afternoon, against Rockhurst. Blew them out 92-55. Big win for Drury. They go on to the semifinals, which are tomorrow. In the case of Southwest Baptist, this was not a good March 3rd. The Southwest Baptist Lady Bearcats got blasted by Southern Indiana 92-59. They're out. And then last night, the Southwest Baptist Bearcats, the men's team, which is nationally ranked, got upset. William Jewell beat them 73-71. Ooh, that is a painful loss. They still could make the regionals if they're selected as an at-large team, but well, I'll tell you, that'll be a little tough when you lose to a team you should have run out of the ballpark. Lady Bears, still in their regular season, go on the road and win. Beat Valparaiso by 20.
It's good to hear. Any other of the ranked teams play last night, too?
They did. There were some ranking teams. The number 2 team in America, Arizona, played Stanford, beat them 81-69. Arizona's very good, folks. Kansas, 6th-ranked Kansas, played Texas Christian for the second time in 48 hours. These are makeup games from games that were postponed because of COVID. TCU upset KU in Fort Worth 2 days ago. So now they come to Lawrence, and boy, KU just did get through. 72-68. Texas Christian is pretty good. And KU certainly had a struggle with them, but did get that second win. Illinois, ranked number 20, played Penn State, beat the Nittany Lions by 5.
So we give him hell most of the time about when he's wrong, probably 99% of the time, but I got to give you props. You were right as far as who the opponent was going to be from the Missouri State Bears in the Mo Valley Conference. You were like, got to be the Crusaders. You were right.
Except that that's what they used to be called. They're not the Crusaders.
What are they now?
They're the Beacon.
Oh, come on. Well, hey, you know what? The online world hasn't updated it. Still calling them the Crusaders.
And I think most people do.
Yeah, well,
as a matter of fact, I
don't even know what a Beacon is.
It's a Beacon Light. This is the announcer at Missouri State. The first night they came in, it was kind of funny. It was just a couple of weeks ago. And the starting lineup for the Valparaiso Beacon. And it kind of drew a chuckle from the crowd. They changed it last summer, as did Evangel, changed their name to the Valor, and Valparaiso changed theirs. Why? Political.
Crusader, it's stupid.
It's
political. If I know who the announcer was that night at Missouri State, props to you, sir, and good catch. Ned was right on the money on who he thought the opponent would be for the Missouri State Bears in the Mo Valley Conference. They're in St. Louis. It's Arch Madness, and they will be going against the Beacon.
That's correct. The Valparaiso Beacon.
Stupidest name I ever heard in my life.
They dropped Crusaders last summer, and again, it's all political. but we don't need to get into that. Anyway, it's the Valparaiso. You knew they were going to win because Evansville is just so weak. My goodness, I know the kids are out there trying and all that, but the Evansville program has really fallen on evil days. This used to be one of the great powers, and they're nothing now. 81-59, Valparaiso beat them. Valparaiso plays the Bears tonight at 6 o'clock at the Enterprise Center. You know what? This could be a very good basketball game. Bears should win, but Valparaiso can be tough. They can shoot the ball well. They have a large individual on the post who can defend against Gage Prim. Not great, because nobody defends Gage Prim great. But the fact of the matter remains that Valpo is a dangerous opponent. But I do think the Bears win and advance to the semifinals tomorrow.
Well, I hope you're right. But, anything can happen on the court.
It
Hopefully
can.
You got some good news for me on Monday. So we've got the baseball Bears at Hammons Field starting today, pretty much all weekend. Hopefully the weather kind of cooperates later on this weekend. But we got an Indiana team, and we're talking about Indiana here.
This is the
coming
Hoosiers.
in. Yeah, so this is a pretty good matchup for the Bears. What do you think?
I question how good Indiana is. They're 2-5 coming into this one, but they've also played the likes of Clemson and Arkansas and lost to them. Do have 2 wins to their credit. One is Miami of Ohio, pretty good program, and the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette, which now goes by the name of Louisiana. They dropped the Lafayette out of there, as a lot of these schools that have a city connotation to them have done. Anyway, they're 2-5. Their coach is Jeff Mercer, really interested in their director of player personnel. Whether or not he travels with the team, I don't know. But the director of player personnel, you may recognize the name, is Scott Rowland. He is the former third baseman of the Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies, and a candidate now. He's on the ballot for the Hall of Fame. Scott Rowland was a very popular player with the Cardinals back in I'm going to say he came to Cardinals from the Phillies in 2002, so back about 2009, 2010, when he finally stepped aside because of injuries. But he's the director of player personnel for this team. Again, I don't know whether he suits up and travels with the team, but hey, that's pretty good having his down here to play.
Yeah, it is cool. Well, hey, at least we got some baseball in town. Hammons Field will be rocking. I know you'll be there, and it should be a great time. So hopefully you have a great time at the game and can forget about what the big boys are arguing about right now and enjoy it.
They don't know.
No, but hey, you're seeing it. It's kind of the same thing when you go see a big rock band at a stadium, and they can't hear anything, and it's just there's this huge disconnect between them and the band, and then you go see a band, a little hole-in-the-wall club, and they're bleeding on that stage for you. There's a big difference. It's the same thing. So hopefully you'll get to see why we love the game of baseball anyway this weekend. Last but not least, we did have some key area district basketball games going on tonight as well, don't we?
This is a big one tonight because these are the Class 6 teams, and this is this area. This is right here in the city, except the games aren't in the city. They are in Joplin. Now, the Class 6 district championship in both boys and girls cases involves the same teams, Kickapoo versus Nixa. How great is this? These are 2 quality basketball programs in every single respect, and they will play for a berth in the state quarterfinals coming up the middle part of next week. So those Class 6 games are in Joplin. Class 5 is out in Marshfield. In the boys' game, a very good Springfield Catholic team plays Rolla, and in the girls' game, a very good West Plains team plays Rolla. And out at Willard, the Willard Lady Tigers play Carl Junction, and in the boys' game, Bolivar and Parkview. These will really be outstanding games. These are the district championship games, the winners going on to the state quarterfinals, which are next week.
Man, good luck to all those guys competing. Have a great weekend. Enjoy some baseball, Ned. So at least I don't have to dress like a clown next week to make you laugh. I'll see you later, man.